Whitmarsh, who puts it away.
But for a team that has played an awful lot of volleyball matches over the course of the first 2.5 days of this tournament, Mike Whitmarsh and Mike Dodd look very, very good. Their 8th match of the tournament. Smith and Luyties, their 6th by comparison, and Whitmarsh and Dodd have spent a lot of time in the contenders bracket, having lost yesterday in the quarterfinals.
This is Smith. Oh, get out! Yeah. The fake to the line, and then the cut inside by Smith. 11-5. Whitmarsh and Dodd, however, still lead by 6.
Just like a baseball pitcher with the curveball, you just slice the ball off, actually literally hit the side of the volleyball and spin your hand, cutting off the slice angle.
Ricky Luyties, 6'5", 215 pounds, serving.
Get all the way. Hit line.
Whitmarsh looking strong.
Even on the line call from Mike Dodd, Mike Whitmarsh prefers to still try to just challenge the block and hit the high, hard heater inside the block.
Oh, go!
Smith over the top of the block.
Crowd is coming, jump serves and all that sort of play. A lot of strategy, a lot of little floaty short serves, deep serves, and right now Dodd and Whitmarsh are just lobbing the ball, being very careful to keep it on St. John Smith. Don't really care about the velocity.
You've been all the way. Hit line.
There's the dig by Luyties. Can he convert? Ricky out of bounds. Out of bounds. He ran under it just a bit.
I'd like to take a bite back out of that ball and keep it in. That was a phenomenal dig he made and an excellent set. Have to just hammer that ball and get right back into the game.
Ricky getting tired now because St. John Smith up at the net that time, and that's not the alignment they want to use. They want to have Luyties at the net all the time. Whitmarsh with a block on Luyties. Luyties does a lot of work for his team, Paul. Jump serving, hitting, blocking, and he's huffing and puffing now.
And in the early rounds, Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh against some of the lower-ranked teams split the duties. You'll see Mike Dodd at the net blocking an awful lot, but Ricky Luyties has probably already jumped 500 times or more in the last 3 days, and does look much more fatigued than his counterpart Mike Whitmarsh at the net.
So Whitmarsh and Dodd looking very, very good right now. With 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go, they hold a big 7-point lead. Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh have their biggest lead of the game, 7 points over Ricky Luyties and St. John Smith. It's been a game dominated by blocking, the blocking of Whitmarsh and Dodd. Luyties and Smith trying to hang on here.
Good swing.
And off the hands goes Ricky Luyties.
Only chance that Smith and Luyties have, they're on the good side. They need to get to the 12-8 side change if they have any hope of getting back into this match. Luyties block a ball here. St. John Smith going to serve Whitmarsh and try to dig his angle.
Smith at Whitmarsh again.
Angle.
Has the dig. And out of reach. Whitmarsh doing a good job on those jump ball situations at the net.
Well, for just a few years, he's been on tour, a very composed player. And remarkable the athletic ability he's shown to make the quick transition from a high-level basketball player, nearly NBA level, to out here doing very, very well on the beach.
And once again, good call by Ricky Luyties. Smith executing. The clock continues to tick.
There have been other NBA stars out on the beach before. Keith Erickson was a phenomenal volleyball player. John Vallely, formerly of UCLA, played with the Atlanta Hawks for a while. Judd Bushler now with the Golden State Warriors, spent some time out on the beach.
Little tip shot out of the reach of Ricky Luyties. If I'm Smith and Luyties, I'm thinking right now, hey, we have to hang in because you never know what can happen with Mike Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh in red has had the history of cramping and heat, dehydration problems. He can go at any time. The doctors tell us that he's more fit and more ready to play in this tournament than he's ever been. He's taking salt this weekend, 5,000 milligrams of salt, and trying not to dehydrate. And when he's fit, he is one of the most dominating players on tour and can win.
Over. Michael.
Of course, the big question is if.
No, but I think the key for Mike Whitmarsh is that it seems that finally the medical staff and his personal physicians found out what the problem was. Everybody was guessing before, and he told us a couple of weeks ago, hey, I got a hole in my tank and I don't know how to plug it. But it seems that he has a systematic problem with retaining salt and sodium, and now he's on huge levels of it. He's been fine.
Smith has a dig. Luyties poking. Right to Whit. Double contact. Good call by Greg Krause, and a point for Smith Luyties.
Not much doubt about that one. Smith and Luyties, as you said, staying in, scrambling as best they can. Low pass, and Dodd has to kind of mangle that ball up there. Easy one to call with lots of spin.
And Smith thinking to himself, can we get to Mike Whitmarsh and Mike Dodd? The Mikes take a brief 20-second timeout. And Whitmarsh going over to hydrate. A couple of weeks ago, they weighed Mike Whitmarsh as part of the procedure and found out that he had gained 10 pounds in one day. A lot of it bloating with too much hydration. And that's what led them to believe that perhaps it's not the hydration, it's the absorption problem.
Well, it's in his metabolism. It's a systemic problem, and his weight fluctuated 16 pounds in Milwaukee over the course of 2 days, and that's what really caused him to go in and do some more tests.
Whitmarsh, and he puts it away. Well, Mike Whitmarsh and Mike Dodd. Interestingly, Mike Dodd played in a tournament last week in Italy with Tim Hovland. Dodd and Hovland won the tournament, and Hovland desperately wanted to play with Dodd in this one. He had talked Dodd into it, but when Dodd got home, Mike Whitmarsh called Dodd and said, listen, don't leave.
You're so ridiculous.
That wasn't a throw.
Inconsistent.
That's not a throw.
That was a shot.
No, it's not. Here we go. Mike, that's not a throw. Don't do that. Here we go. Let's go.
I got to tell you, Mike Dodd's right here. You heard him say, you see Ricky Luyties' hand fly off?
It's kind of wobbled. No, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Kind of an interesting situation because Mike Dodd is the chairman of the board.
Gyro, it rotated, it just wobbled.
Of the AVP. Chairman of the board, a non-paid position, and he's screaming at a referee.
Well, he was wearing a different hat today, and those of you not familiar with volleyball parlance, a chuck is short for up chuck, which was his personal opinion of that set.
Luyties has the dig. Important play here. Luyties and Smith need it. Can they get it?
Got to have the set 12-8 side change. They're 1 point away from it.